fellow YouTubers, welcome to the Daily Digestion channel. Today we're going to be talking about organic produce and non-organic produce, or organic foods versus non-organic foods. And guys, what I would really like to say about that is when I went vegan, I really didn't care so much about organic versus non-organic. I cared, but I was trying to save as much money as possible for my family, and I wanted to not be a burden to my family because they weren't into the organic foods at all. They don't care. My family honestly doesn't care whether their food is organic or not. They don't have digestion problems like I do. They don't care. They eat meat. My family eats meat. Everybody in my household eats meat, and they eat just whatever. I, on the other hand, am very conscientious about what I put into my mouth, and I care. And reason being is I was made to care. I'm just going to be honest, because I had digestion issues so bad. I was completely unhealthy. I was having problems digesting my food. My homeostasis was completely out of kilter 6 years ago when I came to the vegan diet. So it wasn't like I just had this religious experience and I was like, oh, I'm gonna change the world, I'm gonna be vegan and blah blah blah. It wasn't like that. It was for selfish reasons. I'll be the first to admit it, okay? But when I found out about the animals and the mistreatment of them, it made me want to be vegan even more. It helped me to be a vegan. It helped me to see why I cared so much about what I put into my body, because it's just the law of karma. It's how things work. If you have a destructive attitude towards everything outside of your body and you don't care, then you're going to be destructive to yourself as well. It all works together. And I'm not going to go all into that right now, because this video is about organic foods versus non-organic foods and how important it is to care about the environment. Because when you choose to eat organic foods, you're choosing to partake in something that is that's not poisonous, that's not being poisoned. And guys, if you buy organic food, or if you buy non-organic food for your family, you're choosing something that is toxic to feed your kids. And I was convicted last night. I was convicted because I listened to the Raw Health show, and I've been buying food that is non-organic for my family. And to think that that's what I'm doing to them, I'm poisoning my family when I feed them non-organic food. Guys, it's a choice. We make the choice every day when we go to the grocery store. And what are you choosing? Organic food is a little more expensive. A little more expensive, not that much more expensive. Guys, we justify excuses for spending money every single day on things we want. I mean, let's be real. We all do it. Whether it's that organic juice that you buy when you could juice at home and save $5? You know, juicing at home is so much cheaper than juicing, you know, buying organic juice somewhere. I mean, we make excuses every day for our own behavior. But the choice is ours. Are we going to support these people that are poisoning these foods? Are we going to seriously support? I mean, guys, why do we have to support poison being sprayed on our foods? I mean, it seriously makes no sense whatsoever when you really think about it. I mean, when you really put everything into perspective. You know, our dollars, when you go buy that food that is non-organic, and guys, I think the biggest problem is people just aren't thinking about it. They're just going along with the mainstream of what everybody else is doing. Well, they're eating it, so it must not be so bad. You know, everybody is eating this stuff, so it can't be that bad. But guys, it's poison. It's poison. You're eating poison when you eat food that has been sprayed with poison. It is poisonous. And there again, your mind goes into, well, I'm trying to save money. But what are you saving money for? That Disney vacation? Or that vacation? Or that special shirt that you want to buy? Or going to the hair salon to get your hair done? Or that new car that you want? Or whatever it is that you're saving money for. Also, you cannot buy organic food that is killing your body, that is killing your family, that is killing everyone else. When you put $1 down to buy this food, you're supporting these people that are making this poisonous food. I mean, why are we doing this? Why are we supporting these people? We need to stop now. Today, it needs to stop. Okay? So, today, it stops. And saying it and actually doing it are two different things, because I've done that before too. I've said, okay, I've tried. I've quit buying the non-organic foods for a while, and I caved in because my family was putting pressure on me. They're like, I want this, I want my Tinky Winky Cocoa Puffs or whatever, you know? And I'm like, okay, you know? And then it's like, okay, so we make excuses like the USDA organic. Well, at least they're standing for something, and that is organic foods. I mean, we buy into stuff every single day. Our cell phones, you know, to freaking be poisoned by the EMF wave that we hold in our hand every single day that's clearly radiating your hand. I mean, I can feel it, okay? I feel what it's doing to my hands, and at first I didn't pay any attention to it, but I clearly feel the tingling sensation in my hand when I hold that phone. And that's why I try to talk on speakerphone as much as possible. And they say that you're being poisoned by the EMF wave 7 feet away from your phone when you're using it. So I'm getting radiated right now. you know. Okay, so it's so hard to make this video because there's so many things that I want to say to prove my point. And I'm going to get into this and make it as quick as possible. But how I know, at first when I went vegan, I tried to eat organic. It was so hard to do because it wasn't really expensive at the time. Of course, I have every excuse in the world not to be eating organic as usual. And as I started eating organic food and non-organic foods and so forth, I would notice the difference. I could see the difference. But I listened to a lot of naysayers out there that said, oh, it doesn't matter if it's organic or not. You'll be fine just as long as you eat vegan. That's all that really matters. Okay. Well, there is some truth to be said about that. But guys, you need to be vegan and you need to be eating organic foods. I had a bicycle wreck. And if you want to know more about that, watch my previous video. But I developed very serious chronic digestion issues after that. After I had the bicycle wreck. And I couldn't eat, I couldn't go to the bathroom. Everything that I put into my body was like, my body became this temple to where if something went in it that was not good, my body let me know it immediately. It was like a radar for bad foods. Okay, so I quit. I realized I started juicing a lot, I started eating organic produce, and now I've reverted over to organic. I eat organic, but my family, I've not been buying organic for them. So I'm going to seriously start buying organic for them now. It's going to be all organic cereal, all organic macaroni and cheese, whatever. It's going to be organic because I'm not going to support this non-organic crap, okay? Period. And all of this happened for a reason. I watched the Raw Life Health show last night, and I'm going to put links down below for his video. And I have listened to this guy several times. I found his channel, found his message, and he is a Christian. I am a Christian, and when you listen, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a Christian, you listen to other people that have your same interest, and it totally resonates with you, and you're like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Well, this was one of those religious aha experiences. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I got it. And he was talking about the organic foods and feeding it to your kids, and there were some studies on the organic cereal and so forth, and they've done some studies about it and how, you know, they've come out on all these issues, and it's just like, it was just like, yeah, I get it. This is real. This is happening. This is legit. This is something I can avoid or I can choose to support it. But that video found me at a point in my life to where I just experienced a non-organic experience. And yesterday I had to go to my son's cross-country meet. He's in cross-country running. It was the last meet. It was the regional meet. And afterwards, all the kids get together and go out to eat. They don't do this for every meet, but they did this for this one meet. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to this out to eat. I didn't want to go because they were going to a restaurant that's not organic, not vegan. Like, it's just a mainstream restaurant that doesn't give a flip. It's like, I'm not going to say the name of the place because I don't even want to give it credit. I don't even want to go there again. But, and I went because the team was eating there. Okay, the team was eating there, and I was like, oh, you know, my son really wanted to go. So, and we went there, and I got a salad. I wasn't going to get a salad. And then I ordered my kids' foods. And then after I paid for their food, I was like, okay, I'm going to get a salad. I don't want to be a total freaking weirdo and not eat and just drink water and be sitting there. So I caved in. And I got a salad. No cheese, no meat, blah, blah, blah. It was like totally against the whole menu. They had to redo it, whatever. So I got the salad, I sat down and ate it. It was delicious. It really was. It had cucumbers, tomatoes, and lettuce, romaine. It was really fresh. It was delicious. But it was not organic. And so I came home and I watched this video from the Raw Life Health Show, and I was like, okay, this guy's dead on. I was like, yeah, it just triggered all of this stuff of my memory of why I want to eat organic foods, because I know that those pesticides on there and the chemicals are deadly, and they cause a serious reaction within my body immediately. Well, I got home and I noticed that my digestion it was just like stopped. Because one of the side effects of the chemicals that they spray on these foods, guys, is it locks up your digestive system. Okay? It may not do that to everyone, but for someone like me that has very sensitive digestion, I notice it immediately. So I didn't notice it as much last night because, you know, it was last night and I was kind of sitting around. But this morning when I woke up, I was like, oh my gosh, my digestion is so slow. Like, it's just ridiculous. It was not normal. I was like, my morning was totally stagnated. And I had this video on my mind from the Raw Life Health Show, and I had to get this video out. I had to make a video on it, and I had to share it. Because, guys, it's huge what is going on. It's huge. And are we going to just sit by, and are we going to just accept it and say, okay, it doesn't matter, you know, just roll over, eat your Cheerios, and go on? I mean, guys, the choice is ours. The choice is ours. Every day we make a conscious choice. Are we going to support these people that are poisoning the environment, the animals? And, you know, I mean, are we going to just keep saying, yeah, here's my money, go ahead, keep doing what you're doing, keep killing everybody, it's okay? You know, it really upsets me. So I'm really having one of those moments, and I'm not PMS, okay? This is not some underlying issue. This is a come to Jesus moment. You know, am I gonna just keep saying it's okay, or am I gonna actually do something about it? And guys, the reason, I'm going to be honest with you, the reason I'm so upset about this is because I know it's going to be difficult. I'm not sad because, I'm just going to be honest, I'm not sad because I've been hurting the animals so much as I'm sad because I know that this is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And I'm going to have to stand up to people. And I'm going to have to take a lot of scorn, and a lot of people are not going to be happy because of what I'm going to have to stand up and do and say. You know, people look at you like you're crazy when you live in a place where there's not a lot, there's a lot of mainstream, you know. And the title of my video that I decided to make it was, hop on the chemtrail and round up all the organic food you can find. You know, hop on the chemtrail, guys. The chemtrails, it's just maddening when you really know what's going on. When you really know what's going on and you see it happening every day. Guys, just the chemtrail spray alone causes me so much digestion distress. It's not even funny. Like that, people don't even realize that that's where half of the problems are coming from, or more. It just depends on how infected you've been and how old you are. I mean, the young kids don't really, most of them don't get it, and they're not going to get it until they experience the issues that they have later in life from the damage. But guys, it's like if you take a concrete wall, I'm going to use this analogy, and you keep hitting it with a sledgehammer, you know, it's not going to do anything to the concrete wall for a while but you continually do that every single day. Eventually the concrete wall is going to start to crumble after hitting it so many times. Well, that's like your digestive system. You keep dumping the Roundup sprayed chemicals, all of the garbage, all of the chemical sprays, all the stuff that they're putting on our food. You keep putting that into your digestive system, and eventually your digestion system is going to get weaker and weaker, and it's going to start the mobility of your intestines, the peristalsis is going to slow down. It's like a machine, a well-oiled machine that's working great, but you keep putting the wrong fuel in it. You keep putting salt in the gas tank. You keep putting, stuff in the gas tank that's not supposed to go into it. It's like if you put water in your gas tank, your car's not going to run. That's an immediate reaction that happens to a car. Well, this is different because this stuff is just slowly poisoning the body. Some people notice it right away. They notice it immediately. But it's just maddening because there's so much of it. There's so much genetically modified food, seeds, wheat, grain, oats, blah, 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 vegetables. I mean, this is happening on a massive scale. This is not just one little mainstream product that we're buying. This is like globally everywhere. And guys, it's all in the name of, we're going to feed everybody. This is one way to feed everybody. Guys, it's not. This is one way to make money, is what it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just a way to make more money. And that's all it's ever been. So are you going to support these people that are just trying to get rich? All in the name of taking your little trip or your little buying whatever. Okay, but I'm going to stop here because I can rant on for days on this. but I just had to make this video, so I ran into 25 minutes on this video. It's way longer than what I even intended to do. But so I'm gonna leave you with this message. You know, what are you gonna choose today? What's gonna be your choice? You know, are you gonna choose to just keep poisoning yourself and poisoning the environment and poisoning the animals and, you know, supporting the poisoning? Are you just gonna keep doing that, or are you gonna stop? Are you gonna quit right now and make a decision? So I'm gonna close this video out. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.